When people of any age are brought out of the classroom and into the outdoors, into a tangible or real-world scenario involving applied learning or interacting with game or exhibit, something special happens.
The trip that we went on could not have brought me any more joy, could not have brought me any more hope.
On this trip, I was able to fully experience and therefore truly understand the power of experiential environmental education.
Having experiential learning like we did in Mexico, focusing around saving whales, and then seeing the whales, and then saving the ocean, and then we get to play in the ocean, provides people with opportunities to connect with all of the hope that might kind of get lost in translation when you're reading books.
With nature at our doorstep, we were constantly learning about the environment.
In an educational environment with the ability to just be present, I was much more engaged, I was much more focused, and the whole experience sticks out in my brain much more distinctly than other educational experiences I've had that discussed in nature, but discussed it in such an abstract way.
It leads to an amazing experience where you're in the environment, seeing, hearing, smelling, and feeling as you learn versus the standard brick-walled classroom.
In the end, we are more motivated to care for the environment and make changes in our daily lives that are less environmentally impactful.
Ecology Project International is the perfect example of meaningful environmental education. Along with our Professor Patty, Chaperone Nicole, and the Eco-Migrations researchers, EPI provided a space where learners felt valued for who they are and safe to take risks.
During our time in Mexico, we spent 5 days and 4 nights camping on the beach of Isla Santa Margarita. We had no running water or electricity. We were far from modern life and comforts, therefore pushed into the unfamiliar.
When I think specifically about our trip in Baja, I think about the amazing moments that we had. Camping on the beach, sleeping through the wind, when the beautiful whales swam right underneath our boat. I think emotional connection with environmental education is everything.
To see multiple whales swimming directly under your boat, or to see sea lions doing flips in your wake, are experiences that feel once in a lifetime. And that emotion plays into the desire to conserve nature as much as possible.
Having an emotional connection is how we get people to care.
Is that a whale? Yes. Yeah.
On this trip, I was able to learn what ecotourism was, and it made a big difference in deepening my environmental education.
There's a focus attached to this type of tourism where you not only travel responsibly, but all your actions throughout your tour have the intention to support the natural environment you're visiting, as well as the wildlife, in the hopes to conserve both.
From an ecotouristic perspective, I found an appreciation for the human, animal, and plant life of Mexico because of the first-hand experiences I was granted.
Ecotourism can teach people in an engaging and ethical way how to be better stewards of that world, ideally so that they can share it with friends and family and adopt better practices going forward.
Being one with nature and experiencing its gifts and beauty in any capacity allow us to appreciate that beauty in all places, not just those we go to for vacation.
I think ecotourism and its ability to deepen not only our emotional connection to the land, but also just our investment in environmental education is profound.
Ecotourism sustains beautiful places for future generations so that people may continue to experience it.
Having environmental education experiences that change your life can change your path on how you live your daily life.
Ecotourism is less harmful towards the beautiful environment that draws tourists to that spot in the first place.
When you see something amazing, you want to protect it.
Actually seeing for myself all the little microplastics and that the whales consume that with the plankton and how much damage it's causing really made me want to change my ways. It made me want to be a better consumer.
It gave me the emotional connection needed to want to make a change in my personal life, to being a part of the solution to these problems.
This is amazing, you guys.
In this ecotourism experience, we did more than play with sea lions and admire the magical gray whales. We learned about ocean ecology, microplastics and climate change, the impact of whale watching and resorts on community, and how the California Verde Ecology Club is addressing Baja's freshwater crisis.
The students of the community of La Paz who make up California Verde, they add a sense of personality, of personal investment, of reality.
And hopefully through community education, they can get more people involved and create a larger change in the community.
My name is Cynthia and I am part of the Eco Club Californios Verdes.
We feel that an important part of teaching is to have a good emotional connection so we can sensitize young people.
We're able to create safe spaces where different young people feel connected to the same cause.
At this moment, I want to talk about what we had done with you during your time over here. Before you arrived, we had 25 whales identified based on the left side of its body. We identified 16 more whales.
As far as JJ has finished kind of IDing both sides of the whales, we have identified 47 whales this season.
So this work is just starting.
And after what we lived together out there on that island, I have to say that I'm probably rethinking my answer, because I think emotion is probably what environmental education should aim to enhance a connection with Mother Earth that perhaps because of dwelling in a city or just lack of exposure, we've sort of lost.
These are experiences and emotional connections that no textbook or research paper can teach someone. Things like this are what help people care about the environment.
There is no doubt that our 5 days on that island were significantly more impactful and educational than people who spent 5 days at a resort in Cabo San Lucas.
It was really incredible that the highlights of the trip were not anything that humans made, but just nature.
I could never have imagined in my wildest dreams all of the different things and all of the different emotions that would happen on an environmental education trip like this.
The way the class was structured and the people that I took the class with really helped me reconnect with my inner peace and unlock joy that I haven't felt in years.
I definitely felt the creation of a bond, not only with the marine environment and the whales, the island and the ocean, but with the amazing people I was fortunate enough to share this journey with.
My experience on this trip has completely changed how I see the world around me.
This course was one of the most impactful experiences of my professional and personal life.
It was a life-changing experience that I will forever be grateful for.
All the nuances, all the unexpected bits of emotional connection, all the little bits of knowledge that we gain just from being in nature and seeing something for ourselves is so important.
This trip really meant a lot to me. Obviously, everyone knows I have family who lives here, so being able to see other people interact with the land that my family comes from and have like that same like admiration. I love you guys.